Hey, look over here. I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick. Welcome to the stream. What we're going to do in this stream, I just kind of, in the last stream, I sent a bunch of ScanSat contracts, completed a bunch of ScanSat contracts. So I've got ScanSats now around Kerbin. There's this one, there's 4 of them here. There's the one at 70K, 75K, 250K, 300K, and then another one at 250K here. There's a high-res resource, low-res resource, high-res visualization, low-res altimetry, and high-res altimetry, all of which got me some science points and some Kerbucks. So I was able to build out the KSP a little bit. And the same thing you can see here around the moon. I've got a 70, a 250, a 300, and another one at 250. So there's 4 around the moon. And if I go out to minmus, you'll see I've got 4 around minmus. So once again, 70, 250, 300, and another 250. So we've got a bunch of observation probes out there. What we're going to do now is, I thought I'd come here and rescue this guy. It's nice because he's not in a circular orbit. He's in a nice elliptical orbit, and his orbit's inclined. So we're going to demonstrate how to do a rendezvous and rescue this guy. So that's the plan. So I'll need a 1-man rescue vehicle that can get to minmus. Okay, I think the existing 1-man I've got is pretty rudimentary. One-man grabber, 2-man rescue. I think I have a 1-man. 1-man rescue would have to be a probe core. So let's do a 2-man. Let's see how much I've got. Okay, that's got that gets me to orbit, and then it's got 26. That's enough to get me out there. So let's just. It's got a probe core on it, so we can take anybody that's decided to put in. So. Okay, so here's our ship. Staging looks correct. Let's launch. Okay. It's on. Full throttle. Correct camera. 3, 2, 1. Launch. Roll program. Booster cutoff coming up. Sound area, throttle down until we get through this area. the area between the powder blue and the medium blue is where maximum dynamic pressure is. Out, getting to be about a minute away from the apoapsis. Pick up some heating effects, that's okay. Back on the power. Past a minute to apoapsis, so we can afford to come back on the power. And what we're doing here by coming back on the power is we're keeping our distance from the apoapsis. The farther you are from the apoapsis, you just keep pushing the apoapsis higher, and then you get a big spike. What I'm trying to do now is change my vertical velocity into horizontal velocity and start spreading the orbit out. Oops, that was Nico. So let's get that back here. So once again, as I was saying, see, I don't want to push my apoapsis up any faster than it already is. I want to stretch the orbit out to get around the planet. Now, if I want to catch up to the apoapsis, I can actually pitch down. You'll see it start to catch up. If I want to push it away, come pitch back. See how it's just sort of staying the same distance away, but it's pushing out the orbit at the edges, at the end, at the sides. Because the idea is we want to get now as we get closer to 2,300 meters per second, it's gonna accelerate. I'd like to. Thank you. I'd like to hide all of these probes. All right. Catching up to the apoapsis again, so let's pitch up a little bit. And that starts to push it away. Okay. Way back. 75. And that's good enough. Do I have lights on this thing? Yes, I do. Okay, so now let's go to minmus. Getting to minmus is just like getting to the moon. It's got one extra step. Put minmus at 12 o'clock position. Set up a burn. We're going to lead minmus by 45 degrees, just like we did the moon. So put a maneuver node here at 4 o'clock and then burn outward. Okay. Did I really go past? Is that minmus? Sure did. I got burned. Okay, so what you want to do is push your apoapsis out to the height of minmus. That. And then you have to change the inclination thing. So what we'll do is we'll make a mid-course burn here, and we'll pull that apoapsis down. And you see when it gets close, it needs to go out a bit more. Oh, 1 second, the dog's doing something crazy. I'll be right back. Stand by. Gadget, what are you doing? Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Good. Fighting to put my headset back on. Yeah, she's a year old, but she's still a puppy. So where was I at? Okay, so I was fixing this. There we go. Let's put this. There's my mid-course burn. Where's that? There. So prograde to pull it in. Normal brings it up. Prograde brings it in some more. And this is the guy we're rescuing, so I might as well set him as my target. And let's click on this guy again. Oh, not that much though. Wow, okay, it's very sensitive. Okay. So, okay, 2 more clicks. There we go. Okay, let's make that first burn. Warp up to the burn. Okay. 7 seconds to the burn. And burn. So what we'll do is we'll come out here, we'll get outside of his orbit, and I'll try to set up an orbit that's just outside of his elliptical orbit. And also make sure he is going counterclockwise. Make sure you're... They like to throw retrograde orbits in on you, and you get all the way out here and you realize you're going 180 degrees the wrong direction. Something's... Okay. That first burn was off quite a bit. Okay, I want to go up just a smidge. Gotta go in a little bit more. Close enough. Turn to the maneuver node. Warp up to the maneuver node. Okay. 2 seconds to burn. Burn. Whoa, Nelly. Overcooked that quite a bit. It's okay. Just come back out. Prograde. Ah, how about retrograde? It's bad to Orser. That's too sensitive, so I'm going to come out here and bus limit this for just this burn. That looks good. Maybe up just a little bit. Prograde or normal burn. Actually, we'll just call that. We'll fix it when we get into the orbit here. So let's make it. Let's warp to here. Oh, now when I get up to here, get right about here, I want to where's the okay problem? We'll just fix it here. Okay, bring this up. Oh, I'm getting close to his inclination there. Just going to make it close. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then capture. Okay. Oops, now we gotta fix that again. Okay. And let's go back out. Want to be okay, so what it is, I want to be in an orbit. I don't want to get too far below him, so let's go back out a little more. Okay, that's going to get me close, and then I can adjust it, make another adjustment once I get in here. If you can do everything in a single burn, it's more efficient, but sometimes it's easier just to do it in bites. Okay. Seconds. And it's a long burn. It's a minute burn. 2 seconds. 1 burn. Thrust limited, aren't I? Yes. Let's get back on the burn mode here. screwed that up again. Searching for the right key. Okay, let's just take that and we'll fix it now. So I'm already past the ascending node. I need to turn prograde. Push this PE out here. Good enough. Okay. And when I get here, it's 7. It's actually what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna make a burn here at the periapsis avenue node, and what we're going to do is we're going to reduce. Man, is it sensitive. Now I'm pulling on the wrong handle again. Okay, no I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to get out. Now I want to swivel the orbit to the left. So that should be, there you go. See how I'm swiveling the orbit to the left by pulling the radial in handle. And then now let's bring it down again a little more. See, now I gotta swivel it the other direction, so I'll pull on this handle. And we'll swivel it that direction. Okay. And now, let's see if we can fix this descending node a little. Nope, it's getting positive. I don't want it to be positive. So that's about as good as I can do it from there. Okay, I still need to do some. Okay, we'll do that. That's another byte. So we're going to take 15 delta V, so let's do that. I have to worry about my delta V here. I don't have an infinite amount, and this is a pretty tight budget, so let's work to the burn. Okay. One off on the keys again. It's okay though, we can salvage it. Okay, there we go. Good enough. Now I want to push this out a little bit more. No, that's actually pretty good. Now I just have to fix the inclination. So I'll make a burn here. Maneuver node there, and we'll pull up, and that should reduce that inclination until it wants to swap sides. There's 0 inclination, so let's make that burn now. So when you're rendezvousing, the first thing you want to do is get in and match the planes of your target, right? And that's what we're doing here. We're matching our target's planes. Okay. Two, one. There. Okay, so now we've matched planes with the target. What I'd like to do is bring this. Can't really bring that in without. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll fix it out here. Go to the AP now. Pull that out. So I'm looking to match my orbit with his orbit. Right? And we're going to go there, and then we're going to fix this one more adjustment burn after this. Up to here. And the last adjustment burn is we're going to pull this apoapsis in just a little bit. Now, another burn all the way back down here. No idea what it just did there. Well, yeah, let's do that. Spread this in a little bit. And you know what? That's actually, I'm going to call that close enough. Let's see if we can work it out from there. So, it's actually kind of looking like the right phase angle. So anywhere from like the 90 degrees is right here, so 45 is in this range. So, and he's inside of that swipe there, so that should be something we can work with. So let's put a maneuver node here, and let's reduce our. And as soon as we cross through his orbit, you see we get these close approach markers. Now, if I scrub, I should be able to get them to come together, like right there. Right. And that's 300-meter separation, so that's doable. So, right, match planes, match orbits. Wait until you get the phase angle between your ship, which is, if you draw a line from your ship to the center 90 degrees, you want it to be like 45, half of that. You want it to be in that range is where you want to look to see if you can do a rendezvous. Okay, so let's warp to the burn. Whoa. Okay. Kind of botched that. 2.9. Let's see if I stay retrograde. There we go. There we go. 600 meters. We salvaged it. Okay, so now I'm going to warp to where we start to come together, and then we're going to adjust my orbit velocity to match his orbital velocity. So I'm going to warp to here. Let's save this just in case. Okay, and then as you come together, your nav ball will switch to target. That's important. Okay, so now I switch out here, and if I turn to target retrograde, right there, and then I look down, he should be below me. There he is. Okay, so we'll start working in towards it. So I want to be approaching him at about 1/100th of my distance. So at 2 kilometers, I want to be going in at about 20 meters per second, which is what I'm doing. So that's the right closure rate. Right, so when I get to 15, let's slow this down to 15 meters per second. Okay, still heading in at him. And you can see his retrograde marker is up there, so I'm going to burn and it'll push my marker away from my bearing marker, and I want to push it on the top of his. So I'm going towards him again. Right, I'm going at 7 meters per second. I can go faster than that, so I'll spin around. And I can go up to like 10 meters per second. Okay, so now, and when you burn prograde, it pulls the your prograde marker to your bearing marker. Retrograde pushes the bearing marker away from the bearing marker. In fact, if I want to push that down a little bit, I'll just burn right here. Get that right on top of there. So that's the whole thing about rendezvous. And when I reduce my relative velocity to 0, we'll be at station keeping, and my orbit will also match his orbit. So see, I'm still not quite matched with his orbit yet. So I can speed this up a little bit. Bring it down to about 2 meters per second. There we go. Looks like I can push my retrograde marker down on top of him a little bit more. Like that. Just wait until he gets inside of 50 meters away, and we've done a rendezvous. And that's all there is to it. Seven meters, 40 meters coming up. Meters, up on 30 meters. Okay, now to 0, our velocity's out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Okay, there we are, station keeping. 25 meters apart. If I come out, you'll see my orbit is now identical to his orbit. So we'll maintain station keeping for as long as we need. But what I'll do now is I'll turn my hatch towards him so he can see hatch, and then I'll switch over to the target vessel, and we'll go to command, and we'll change the name of this to junk, so I don't accidentally try to rescue him again. Change it to debris and say okay. What do I got? A scientist. I've been wanting a scientist. EVA. Okay. So turn on his headlamp with U. Spacebar to release. R to turn on the jetpack. And head over to the ship. There we go. One rescued Kerbal. Let's go back home. So to get back home from minmus, we look at how minmus is moving in its orbit, and we want to exit opposite of the direction of that orbit. So we'll put a maneuver node here, and we'll burn until we get an escape. There we go. Wow, it took a while to get an escape. Okay, see? Minmus is going in this direction and I'm escaping opposite, so I'm falling in towards Kerbin. See, there's my PE right now. So if I continue to burn prograde, I need to grab it and pull it over this way some more. So again, I want to keep exiting in the path there. So every bite I take, this will come down a little more now. Okay, do that. Let's see, probably spun way out again. So here we go. Where's PE at? It's an 8K. And I got this crazy inclination now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this burn, and then we'll fix this once we're on a trajectory to get back to Kerbin. So let's move to the maneuver node. Three, two, one, burn. Close enough. Okay, now let's warp till we get onto the Kerbin trajectory again. The tilde key focuses your ship. as this thing. Cancel, and now I've got this thing. Okay, I'll just work. That's gonna pop up. Delete. Okay, so now let's fix this inclination. Let's look at it from the Kerbin point of view. Okay, so I want to go radial or anti-normal. Be sure to be in orbit mode. Target anywhere. Oh. I said normal, I meant anti-normal. Retrograde. Gotta bring it down to 35 kilometers. Always never fails. I tried to do the quick double click and it messes up. I don't have a lot of fuel to play with here, so let's thrust limit this so we can get it right. 35. There we go. So we're equatorial or close to it. Now I can warp to here. So that was interesting. Is good. Let's get rid of retrograde. Put the heads down. A little bit of trivia on the Apollo spacecraft. They could control the rate that the ship dipped into the atmosphere or out of the atmosphere by literally rolling. If they rolled the ship heads down, it would pitch up, and if they rolled the ship heads up. Oh, I just lost battery power. Heads up, it would pitch the other way. It would go down, so they could control whether they're going up or down by rolling the ship 180 degrees. Oh no, I didn't lose power. So we're coming in. That's our blader doing its job. When you get to about 1100 meters per second, the plasma effect will decrease. Cool, new scientist. That was pieces of the ship that we decoupled exploding. Plasma coming out of the plasma blackout. No, I don't think I want an EVA. Make sure this is set properly. Info. Deploy by altitude 3000. Shoot. Three 3,000 meters is roughly 10,000 feet. F5, let's be brave. There we go, nothing to it. Splash. Okay, we can do a crew report. Might as well do an EVA report. Surface sample. And I don't have a experiment on me, so Forward and recover. There you go. That's how you do an elliptical inclined rescue and rendezvous. Available now. Recover some part. Recover part, blah, 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 from orbit of minmus. No, I don't want to deal with that. But you got to capture the whole thing in orbit and then bring it all the way back and land it. So, okay, doesn't look like there's any extra or no new available missions. Let's check my active ones. Explore the moon. This one is want to explore the moon. From the surface, return the carbon from the surface. Data to attempt to land on the moon. Okay. Plant a flag on the moon. Recover. Let's see what my times are on all these. I got 8 years to finish this one. 1 year to finish that one, and I think it's actually, yeah, it's already at 68%, so it's going to finish by itself. Plant a flag. I got 12 years, 12 years, 9 years, 9 years, 12 years, 9 years, never expires, and 6 years. Yeah, I have to always watch that. I actually failed one because the timer ran out on me, so I didn't get to do this one. Which is interesting. It says rescue Jebediah. Recover Melbret Kerman on Kerbin failed. That's where it says rescue Jebediah, but it's actually this Melbret. Huh, that's a bug. Anyway, it's one I didn't finish because I didn't look at the list. Okay, I think with that, this is just a quick stream to kind of go to do that rendezvous, and then I think we'll be back on getting science and finishing up landings on minmus, and then we'll focus on Kerbin. Let me check one thing here, though. I have science. I have a lab out at minmus, and it's been collecting science. So let's see how much, if we got anything worthwhile out there. Should be out at minmus, and that is. Let's go to it. So I have a station above minmus and a lander, and I send the lander down, gets the science from a biome, comes back up, refuels, stores the science, and then repeats it. Rinse, wash, repeat. And I think I've got 4 more biomes or 5 more biomes to land in. But let's turn the lights on, and let's go to the lab, which is up here. Let's see, what do we got? 499 science. Well, yum, yum, yum. Let's transmit that. And then I also have to return the hard science. I have this this module here, which has a science storage module on it, and I can put all the science in it and send it back to Kerbin. If you notice, the lander has no parachute on it, so it can't return. So in order to send this person back, I'm going to have to send up a recovery vessel. Warping time a little bit here. Okay, there's that. Now, speaking of science, let's review the data. Let's see if we can store that. Can we store that? Okay, so the lab is filled again. 712 out of 750 is the max I can store. Wasn't anything smaller? They're all large. View. Okay. They were all too large. Okay, but it's filled now. And I don't think I have any. Oh, let's see, can I level anybody? Nobody's ready to level. Can I? Oh, I have 2 experiments to clean, so that I do have experiments to clean. So clean the Science Junior. So that can be reused. Hey, thanks for stopping in. So that's everybody clean. Okay, so let's go spend some more science. I'd like to send a 2-man lander out here and land these guys and plant a flag, and I can get my scientists to level 2 out here. It might be something to do in a future project. Let's go back and see or spend some science. Okay, let's see what we got to spend here. 500, huh? This is where I'd like to get, because this is the gravioli detector, and you get science from high space, low space, high atmosphere, low atmosphere, and landed. You get science from every possible place you can fly over. So that you can start getting science very quickly. Boy, I have enough to get it to. We're gonna do it. Bingo. Okay. Now I need to send a gravioli detector and an engineer out to my lander, so I can get that together, that science. But I think we're going to call it here, and next stream we'll start going back to landing on minmus. Thanks for dropping in. I hope the rendezvous was helpful, and catch you in the next stream. Until then, stay cool.